Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
When a stroke strikes, and there is one somewhere in Britain every 3.5 minutes, it can leave parts of the body weak or paralysed by the clot on the brain. But the NHS in England is planning to make available a procedure that is far more successful at removing the clot than blood-thinning drugs, the current standard treatment. It involves inserting a cluster of thin wires into the blocked blood vessel in the brain. It won't be used in every case, but where it is, it could mean a quicker return to normal life.
Thanks to a mechanical thrombectomy, Rebecca Moore can run and play football with her children. The 32-year-old had a stroke 6 months ago and became one of only a few hundred people in the UK to have the life-changing procedure.
It's an amazing surgery. I mean, I was on the operating table for 12 minutes. In that 12 minutes, they could see, as soon as that clot was removed, I was fine.
What we'd expect to see if we hadn't done this treatment was that a large part of this brain here would be very dark and swollen and basically...
Dr Jeremy Madigan carried out the UK's first thrombectomy in 2010. So far it's only been available in a few specialist centres, but NHS England's announced it's rolling it out across the country, changing the lives of up to 8,000 stroke patients a year.
We've had one patient who had a blockage at one of the arteries at the back of his head, and he went on holiday to the Caribbean the following week. So we have some people who make an improvement on the table. They can't talk, they can't move one side of the body. You take the clot out, they start talking to you, they start moving that side.
The mechanical thrombectomy involves inserting a 3-foot wire through the groin. A small mesh tube called a stent is attached and fed up the artery to the blockage in the brain. The stent expands around the clot and is then pulled out, removing the blood clot and restoring the blood flow. Clot retrieval works best in the first 6 hours after a stroke, so it's vital that patients get to a specialist centre like this as soon as possible to be scanned, have the blood clot identified and removed. Charities are welcoming the rollout of the treatment, but say it'll need better coordination of all stroke services.
Every part of the system needs to be working incredibly well. So areas where we don't see that happening, they're going to struggle to really implement this procedure in a way that means that all patients can access it regardless of when or where they have their stroke. It'll take up to 8 years to train the specialist staff needed to roll out the treatment, but it's expected to save millions of pounds in reduced hospital and care costs for stroke patients. Martha Fairley, ITV News.